two. Two. Wow, is that? Oh, that's all the way up. That's why. That's the one. 2 2. 2 2 2. 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2.
1 2. This is Piers. I had a lovely breakfast of poached egg on toast, and then I had a lovely lunch of oxtail stew left over with some cabbage and something else, a bit of sweet potato. Is that what you wanted to hear? It's been a harsh week. Blah 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 blah.
Brilliant. I think with that. Cool. And you have a song?
Yeah. I'm sick of this Zoom thing, which is trying to hold on, I'm not very high.
Heart of Flag.
Baby, here I am, I'm a man.
For local people.
PortobelloRadio.com. Tune in when you get a chance.
Yes, and you are tuned in, and this is Portobello Radio. It's either Friday at, well, a little bit after 4.
Oi.
Or it is Saturday at midday.
Yeah, man. And what time are we going out on Sunday this week?
Well, we're going out at our usual time of 10 because we are not jam-packed or as jam-packed as we were last weekend.
Yeah, man. We'll tell you all about Sunday later on today. Meantime, welcome aboard. Portobello Radio Show, live and direct from the Portobello Road and back in our lovely alternative house.
Yeah, we're here back at the Muse. We seem to have been deserted. Isis isn't here. I think she may have a tummy rumble, but I wasn't able to.
There's a lot of that going about, as I was saying on last week's show. The Novavirus is
right.
Yeah, man. You know
anyway, it's 53 years ago today.
Wow.
I'm afraid that Otis Redding was on a plane. It crashed into a hillside. So
great loss.
Yeah, great loss.
Time I'll be the place I want you. Master, you're just a secret of mine. Master, you're just a secret of mine. Before the sun rose, I was away, for waiting for before my mind was in place. I was a figment of love. Oh, love, oh, love, a figment of love. Oh, love, oh, love, oh, love. Most of all, you're just a secret.
Of records, because that, if you remember, he had his first #1 with Dock of the Bay posthumously.
Nice.
I happened to be alerted to the official chart. When did you last look at the chart?
No,
Chrissy?
mate,
About
honestly,
1978.
I got invited to Top of the Pops this year, which I still might actually get involved with. It's a Zoom thing, but it took me right the way back to that, and that's probably the last time that I ever looked at the proper charts. Obviously, every other week I'm on Juno charts, and I'm looking at the specific DJ charts
Yeah.
and picking up bits and bobs from there and other little places. But the actual sort of mainstream charts really haven't existed since the death of Top of the Pops.
Yeah.
However, you have been all over.
I have been on them today, and I'll just
Yeah,
go
man.
count them down from number 10. Number 10, Justin Bieber, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Well, that would be a novel one.
Number 9, Band-Aid, Do They Know It's Christmas?
Wow, what?
Number
For the first
8.
time ever we've heard that tune.
Number 8, Michael Bublé, It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like
Christmas. You know what? I'll accept
Number
that because it's
7.
Michael Bublé, but you know, another incredibly
Number 7,
overrinsed tune.
Elton John, Step Into. Yeah.
No
There is
way.
actually a real record at number
No
6,
way.
Ariana Grande,
Oh, yeah.
Positions.
Oh, lovely.
But number 5, Merry Christmas, everyone, Shakin' Stevens.
No
number 4,
way. I
This
thought- oh,
Christmas,
gosh,
Jeff
mate.
Glynn. Number
Mate.
3, Fairy Tale of New York, which we played last week. Number 2, Last Christmas
Brilliant.
by Wham. And number 1, of course,
I don't even want to guess.
Mariah Carey. Thank
I
you,
don't want to
Faye.
go there. I don't want to go there. If only for the fact that why can't they come up with their own ideas? I mean, what is this? They're blatantly telling you, they're rinsing you.
No,
We're
it's-
taking the piddle out of you. We
it's-
want you to buy our recycled
Well,
crap.
it's because it's the streaming chart now. It's not what
Yeah.
people are buying. So obviously, I mean, my daughter has been humming all over for Christmas.
Bless. I mean, they're all banging tunes. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, wow. I'm
Anyway.
gobsmacked. Where is the originality in this world? You know what I mean? Cliff
Well,
Richard,
it's
all is forgiven.
Christmas,
Come
and
back
we're
and do
gonna-
another one. You know?
We played a
Oh.
Christmas record last week from the Pogues, Fairy Tale in New York.
Yeah, lovely. Shane McGowan. We have got some special stuff going on with the Irish Cultural Centre this Wednesday, which we'll talk about later on,
We will.
which all ties into that. Julian Temple, blah, 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 blah.
And while we're on the subject of dead legends, of course, 40 years ago on Wednesday, this man died.
Oh, bless him.
Happy Christmas, Julian.
So this is Christmas.
Most eyes won't blind the light. 'Cause in time I'll see that you're the same as me. In time I'll be the place I want you. Before the sun rose, I was waiting for you. Before My mind was in place. I was a figment of love. Oh, love, a figment of love. Oh, love, oh, love, oh, love. Most of all, you're just a secret of mine. Most of all, you're just a moment in time. Most of all, you're just a secret of mine. Most of all, we're just a moment in time. Most of all, you're just a secret of mine. Most of all.
Yes. That was the late great John Lennon, who of course was
Was
shot
brilliant.
outside the Dakota back
Outside the
then
Dakota.
on December the 8th,
Oh, poor chap.
1980. I think I took my driving test that day.
Is that why you drive so badly?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know if anybody caught it, but sort of while that was going off, I was reminding Piers of the fact that Sky Arts has just brought out a big 2-hour session called Above Us Only Sky, which is a fantastic documentary on John Lennon, Yoko Ono, and well, you know, the Plastic Ono Band and the evolution of all that stuff shortly before he died. You know,
Indeed.
blinder, absolute blinder and a half. What a brilliant show. So catch it if you can. Catch it if you can.
Yeah.
Wicked.
So we are joined. It looks like Isis may be sick. She may yet turn
Oh,
up.
she might do. You never know.
Luckily,
You never
we
know.
are joined by Faye.
Faye in the house. Oi,
Hi
oi,
there,
oi,
Faye.
oi, oi.
Hi.
Yay. There you go. There you go.
How's
Brilliant.
your week been?
It's been good. What did I do? I watched do you know that movie World War Z?
Yeah.
It was actually so epic.
Is that Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
It was
That
so
is
epic.
the one with the zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my days.
There's that bit in Palestine/Israel, which is slightly disturbing for what there's.
Yeah.
they're
They start
saying.
singing and there's too
Yeah.
much noise. And, oh my days.
Yeah, that is something else.
Thriller.
This, of course, on Monday, we are going to commemorate the 3.5 years, whatever that is, the 42-month anniversary of the fire at Grenfell.
Absolutely. We will be doing some special stuff on Portobello Radio about 7 o'clock on Monday evening.
We will indeed. And, of course, the inquiry has been postponed because of COVID in the House,
Okay.
wherever that is.
Yeah, they're bringing out all kinds of reasons to postpone it, but I guess that's a pretty bona fide one.
Well, you know what? I think it's not such a bad thing because right now they've got to what you might call the juicy bit.
Yeah.
Just before it closed down, Kingspan had been shown to have not only behaved with what appears to be obvious criminality, but to have laughed about it in emails at the same time.
Yay, nice. What a lovely bunch of people.
You mistake me for someone who gives a flying.
Yes, you know that. These are the people. These are the people that are building your houses, ladies and gentlemen. These are the people that are organising. These are the people that are kind of in charge of our city.
Anyway,
ouch.
I think with I was appalled at how little coverage it was getting, before this. But you know, Christmas is coming.
Yeah,
COVID's still here. The vaccine here. Brexit is coming.
Outrageous.
It won't hurt, I think, for there to be a little bit of media space for the inquiry to pick up again, because
I guess so.
there are some shocking stories which everybody should have the space in their brain to hear.
Yeah, and digest. You know, just get real. Get to the reality of this situation, man.
Get to the reality.
It's beyond. It really is beyond. And if you're not super depressed by now, then well, you've got tougher skin than me, I suppose.
Yeah, Greg, so you know what? I caught you on the phone earlier.
Cheer
I'm
up.
worried you're in a gloom. I'm
I
worried
am.
you've got the blues.
Oh,
Luckily-
have you got a cure for my blues?
Yeah, it's not this actually.
Oi,
I make
oi, oi.
no apology for playing this one more time. This is low key Ghost of Grenfell.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Good
And
way of
this is
remembering.
dedicated to all those who lost their lives, everyone who lost someone, everyone who had to witness it, and everyone who's had to pick up
And
the
everyone
mess.
who's passed since. We've lost a few beautiful people since, and it's
Yeah.
been down to the overspill, the continuation of the drama that is.
Yeah, well, of course, this week we lost Clary Mendy.
Absolutely.
Clary Mendy was
Rest in peace.
Khadijah's
Yeah.
Aunt, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah. Very
Anyway,
sad.
she fought very hard on behalf of Grenfell.
Oh, and
then,
she
of
fought very
course-
hard for her own life ultimately.
And I think there was a bicycle. There was a cycle ride on her behalf, which ended
Oh.
out here, did it not?
Did it? I didn't catch this. No,
Yeah, I
you're
think
more,
that,
more up to date than
Okay,
me.
maybe I'm getting
Amazing.
confused, but here's
Hey,
Ghost of Grenfell.
Lovely.
The night our eyes changed. Rooms where
I've been a little restless, thinking of the distance. I wanna feel your power. Come and help me undress. Feel our bodies caress. Touch you, feel with your love. You got a little something, special little something. You got a little something, special little something. I've been a little restless, thinking of the distance. I wanna feel your power. Come and help me embrace. Feel our bodies caress. Touch you, feel with your love. Feel with your touch. You feel with your love. You got a little something, special little something. You got a little something, special little something. You got a little something, special little something. You got a little something, special little something.
Yes, that was Low Key with
Very
Ghost of
good.
Grenfell.
Wonderful tune.
A
Brilliant.
wonderful tune.
Brilliant.
My neighbour, I saw him the other day actually. Clary was 61, by the way, when she died, and I was wrong.
Oh, well
She
done.
was the cousin of Khadija's mother. Khadija's mother, Mary Said. So
Brilliant.
anyway,
Absolutely brilliant. Our thoughts and prayers with her and all of her family.
yeah.
And everybody else who was affected by that horrible, horrible June the 14th, 2017.
No, and I mean, if you were to Google her and have a look at her picture, I think all of you will probably know her
Yeah,
by sight. if
definitely.
not this.
It's certainly if you've been on any of the walks, any of the walks in memory, you would have known. She was a big figure. She was a big
Indeed.
figure. More ways than one. Bless her. Bless her.
So
Hey,
we're
hey.
back. We're back at the Muse.
Yeah, man, which
we
is-
can report it's quite lively on the Portobello market.
It is, isn't it? Which is it's good. It's good. Christmas time. Yay! It's finally
And
happening.
where we are is it's towards the end now, I think, of Marina Junqueira's show. You may
It's been
remember.
a delight working in amongst this artwork. She is amazing. She's exhibiting down here at the Muse Gallery, 269 Portobello Road. You can come on down and squint through the window, but I got a funny feeling we might still need to do Eventbrite bookings to get in here. Is that right? Yeah, I'm looking at the
And where could
the
you
guys
find
that
those?
organise it. And
Greg?
you need to go to the Muse Gallery's website, which is
Muse at 269.com.
probably not with an at in. Yeah, muse269.com. Oh, the muse at 269.com. There you go. Wicked, absolutely wicked. Yeah, go and check out that one. There's going to be loads more artists in this wonderful gallery over the coming year. But yeah, indeed, Maria will leave the forum shortly and hopefully get replaced with something else that's equally delicious, delightful, colourful, and thought-provoking. I love it for all of that. I really do. Very busy little pieces of very bright artwork. They're great, absolutely great. And if you were listening to this very radio show 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, was it now?
Yep.
We had her on the Zoom. We brought her in from Brazil, and she bigged us up big time, and we bigged her up backwards. So it's all cool, man. It's all very, very cool. A lot of love in the house, a lot of art in the house. We're loving it, absolutely loving it. And I'm on the verge of an epileptic fit because there's some great projections going on in here. Absolutely superb. Absolutely. So if you're passing down the Portobello Road anytime about now, then you might actually see us presenting this wonderful show in the window, as we do every Friday when we're not doing it from somewhere else.
That is exactly true. And Gregsy, we're also being streamed.
We are. Not only, well, we're always being streamed, but we're always being streamed on www.portobelloradio.com for the most delicious audio. So if you've got yourself a Google Home, you've got yourself an Alexa, you've got yourself anything, actually, just shout at it, play portobelloradio.com. And absolutely, and most of the time, this is what
Siri.
you're going to hear. Yeah, man. Siri,
Alexa.
Cortina, Alexa, all of them.
Any of
They
those
all do it.
people.
They all do it.
Any-
However, we're talking about the video, or I assume you're pointing me towards the video stream. We have a wonderful, we're hijacking. We are doing our usual squatting thing, and we're squatting on the Muse at 269's YouTube channel. So if you go there and have a look at the live stream right now, then you will see us in action, all sat around a table, socially distanced, of course,
Of course.
and presenting this fantastic show, playing some wonderful music, and talking to you lot about what's going on around here.
Ladies and gentlemen, did anyone hear him take a breath during the whole of that?
Probably not. I breathe through my bum.
to mend the damage friends in me. Although I said some words I know were hurtful, you disagree with me, just to agree. If only you could feel the fun every time you're with me. All your dreams become true. Gets you high, gets you through. If only you could. What if I can't make it? What if I just take it all? What if I can't take it? What if you could break my fall? What if I can't make it? What if I just take it all? What if I can't take it? What if you could break my fall? What if I can't make it? What if I just take it all? What if I can't take it? What if you could break my fall? What if I can't make it? What if I just take it all? What if I can't take it? What if you could break my fall? What if I can't make it? What if I just take it all? What if I can't take it? What if you could break my fall?
In music. Of course, we've got Jason Nixon and David Ailing. I only bring the segue into those guys because they have their fantastic Soul 45 show on tomorrow at 3 p.m., Saturday at 3 p.m. if you're listening to this on Sunday.
Of course.
Yeah, man. And Jason Nixon, of course, does a electric funk set for us about once a month, of which Shaka Khan features heavily.
Heavily.
Excuse me,
Heavily.
amongst other
Now,
people.
talking of Shaka Khan,
Talking to Shaka
Faye
Khan.
is with us today, of course, stepping for our regular compadre, Isis.
Yeah, man. Brilliant.
And last week was so packed. You were actually due to read a poem by Ruben. Ruben, who, well, I've known for years, though I didn't know his name till he came on the show, to be honest. Ruben from Lank West, who read that fantastic poem, "The Black Lives Matter Black
Yeah.
History Month"
Superb.
poem when he was, or actually Herb Robert read it
Robert read it for Rubes. Yeah,
for
man.
Ruben.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now we have Faye, who's about to read
No
Yeah.
way.
the new poem. Greg, will you introduce this? Because I promised I would film it.
Okay. Here's Faye reading a poem. I don't even know what the title is. What's the title?
I don't know.
Okay, no title. Here's Faye deliciously delivering a beautiful poem.
Thank you. Okay. Nah, okay.
Where's the backing track?
Okay. The color is yellow, the moment is quiet. The world is resting, there in my head is a riot. Perpetual motion flowing north and south, creating a hurricane in my spirit. Using my body as a vessel and trying to scream out my mouth, I am tormented with what the unseen had told me. I have to hunt down evil wherever I see it, for this is my duty, this is my remit. So forward into the unknown with my warriors at my side, we are like a gang of lions, such a fierce pride. Across deserts and mountains, oceans and seas, across the mangrove swamps and the thick vegetation of trees. The crew protect each other, and this is unique and profound because when one of us makes it, we all wear the crown. We all wear the crown. Thank you.
Nice. And that was once more from Ruben.
Yeah,
The
he's
Langwest
a
estate.
bit of a superstar, that guy, isn't he? He's got toy. What a beautiful silver tongue.
And when are we going to be able to hear last week's Mixcloud podcast
He's probably on the
from
spot now, isn't he?
Baseline
Ouch,
Gregsy?
ouch. Probably in a few hours' time. Keep it locked, portobelloradio.com. You will find out. Remember, we're available for your delights on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on all those lovely social media networks. So, and more to come. We're sort of embiggening all our platforms. Is that even a word? Probably not. So, keep an eye out on Tinternet for more from Portobello Radio and more from adorable Faye. Was that not delivered deliciously?
That was
Love
fantastic.
That. Absolutely love that. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. We loved it. Absolutely loved it. And loved a bit of backing track. Did you? You couldn't hear it because, of course, we keep the speakers very low in the studio here, so we don't get too much feedback. So Faye at the beginning there was going, "Where's it? Where's it gone? Where's the backing track?" But it's here. Look.
into the
Brilliant. What do you reckon?
Is that Knit and Sawney?
Yeah, man. Beautiful tune. Absolutely beautiful. It sort of sends me into a dervish swirl or whatever you want to call it. It's
No, I
just
could see that outside.
mental. Yeah, I know. Making a
And the
fart out of
visuals were
myself
probably
on the,
not helping
in the
you.
street. Yeah,
Making
well,
you
if
feel
you're
a
on,
bit
if you're locked
giddy.
into the
One of many
YouTube channel,
side effects.
absolutely. If you're locked
Oh.
into the YouTube channel and watching us, then you can see that these really trippy effects that are going on in the background. Again, thanks to the fantastic news gallery giving us all this background. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
Very nice, Greg.
I love it. It's got me so excited. It's got me so excited. I love it. Absolutely love it. Brilliant. Get that album if you haven't got it. It's superb. Absolutely
Which one?
superb. Yeah, right. I was just looking on my timeline to see, can I remember what the album was called?
Funny-
Prophecy. The album's called Prophecy. This is the tune, the theme tune to the album, Prophecy.
The title
Love it.
track.
Title track indeed, yes.
Funnily enough, I have
Yeah.
some Knit and Sawney on my computer that I can't play to anyone because it's something to do with a gig I may or may not be doing next weekend in Suffolk.
Ooh, cheeky.
Yeah,
Love it. Love it. But you thought you'd slip that one
Sawney
in.
and projections.
Oh, I love it.
enough
Absolutely
said.
love it. Enough said indeed. Enough said.
So some of you may have noticed that we said this morning that we would be interviewing Mark Lister.
Okay, he is
He's
what
the-
position in the Westway
He
Trust?
is the interim chief executive at the Westway Trust.
At the Westway Charity, they look after 23 acres of our land for us.
That's the one underneath the Westway, the
Underneath
big
the
road
Westway.
over there.
Absolutely. There's a huge history involved with that one. Go and Google Westway Trust.
Anyway, yeah, it's been going for, I think this year would have been the 50th anniversary. We were going to have a huge big party under the Westway, but of course, events overtook us.
Yes, they certainly did. They
Anyway,
certainly did.
Mark was
Oh.
going to come on the show and chat to us about the AGM next week because
Yeah.
on Tuesday is I can't remember what time it is the Westway Trust AGM.
Yeah, it's a Zoom meeting this year.
We
isn't
are
it?
a member organisation.
We certainly are
Portobello
members.
Radio,
That's for sure.
as
Big
of
floppy
one of the
members.
65 members.
Yeah, man.
Silchester RA also is.
Yeah.
Swinbrook,
Yeah.
our accountants RA
Absolutely,
is
yes.
also
Yes,
up
indeed.
there. Is one of the places that you live is Culver? What
I've got a funny feeling Pimento might be part of it.
Pimento is definitely part of it,
is
indeed.
on the trust.
Anyway.
Yeah. Everybody who's involved in this area who has a resident associate, a social enterprise of some kind or another, is involved with the Westway Trust. They are
Yeah,
members.
Age UK, all those kind of people.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Loads of migrant
Yeah.
organisations,
So Mark was going to
volunteer
come in
organisations.
and chat to us about sort of what
He
the
was
movers
going to
and
chat to
shakers-
us about that.
Yeah.
Of course, today it's slightly unclear whether they planned it, but the announcement was made about the Tutu report into institutional rates.
Wow, tongue-tied.
The Tutu report into institutional racism at the Westway Trust was published this morning.
Yeah, man.
And I think they've been a bit knocked back by the media reaction to that.
Well, of course. And I don't know. I think
My mother-in-law rang this morning at 8:45
Really?
to talk about it, so
Yeah.
it must have got around.
It's spread like wildfire, this whole affair, which is kind of a good thing. But equally, they were probably a bit too soon to put out their press release this morning because we all received it and it felt a little unfiltered. The whole thing felt a little unfiltered. So
Anyway,
it was,
so
shocking.
there's no one at the trust today.
No.
So
Okay. Not even Mark.
Toby promises me that they will come on maybe next week
Okay.
to come and explain it all.
Yeah, that'd be
But
good.
anyone who is a part of the Westway Trust, if there are any member organisations out there, we beseech you to get on the Zoom
Yeah,
next
man.
week. If you're an individual who gives a damn,
Yeah,
we ask you to get on the Zoom.
absolutely.
It can't be, just get on the website, Westway. Is it westway.org or westwaytrust.org?
Westway.org. Yeah, man. Yeah. Absolutely. Check it out. And if you're a resident of the area or you are responsible for one of the social enterprises in the area, then do get involved. It's all about you. It's all about us.
Yeah. On with the show. A little bit of cumbia.
Oh, go for it. Go on. We're going around the world today, aren't we? I love it. Absolutely love it.
This goes out to all the big pharma pirates and all the political pirates. It's Clean alongside the happiness to find.
Yes, sir. Chiwo, chiwo, chiwo.
Big Pharma pirates, murdering us with kindness. People are just your brightness. Who make it get widespread? Political pirates can't even follow their own guidance. People are just your brightness. Who you gonna call when the line's silent? Hello? Financial giants buy up an alliance with lords and right laws of compliance. Tyrants for hire, privately acquire a proportion of the poor that supported them. Library of liars, lifetime suppliers. Think poor and retire all at your expense. Sick and tired of their tripwires. Oh, the cycle of crisis tortures them. Big Pharma pirates, murdering us with kindness. But people are just your brightness. Who make it get widespread? Political pirates can't even follow their guidance. People are just your brightness. Who you gonna call when the line's gone dead?
Hey, we got to conquer them all. We got to trample them down. A wicked man must fall. Run them out of the town. When I go take a chat, tell them to deal with that. And when I go take my check in their political mess.
Big Pharma pirates, murdering us with kindness. People are just your brightness. Who make it get widespread? Political pirates can't even follow their own guidance. People are just your brightness. Who you gonna call when the line's silent?
It's not me, yeah.
We thank for queues at the food bank.
I don't know.
Who do we thank for rescuing huge banks?
I really don't know.
Who do we thank for the brand new jabs?
I said I really don't know.
Who do we thank for the breakout in Wuhan? I hope it's all gone to plan. Big Pharma pirates, murdering us with kindness. People are just your brightness. Who make it get widespread? Political pirates can't even follow their own guidance. People are just your brightness. Who you gonna call when the line's gone dead?
It's not me, it's not me.
Anyone? Lionel?
Nobody not to them, man. You expect anybody to come save you? Oh, in Pharma pirates.
Ramiro Beltran, Agoniza El Madalena. A lovely bit of cumbia from South America.
Absolutely love it. Brilliant.
I get
Brilliant.
on there with the knobs.
Yeah, you can tell I'm a bit slippy gimbo. Brilliant, absolutely superb. But no, terrific little touch of Balar from the Southern American states. We
That's
love
right.
it.
I thought
Absolutely
it
love
was Baye, but I mean, I can't
it.
speak.
Velar, Ballet, Baye.
Actually, Baye de Favela is Portuguese because that's something that happens in Brazil. So
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, all right. Maybe I'm getting my Portuguese and my Spaniards mixed up. This is great.
Stick
Absolutely
to
great.
obrigado, mate. You're good with that.
Obrigado, darling. Obrigado.
Portobello
gracias.
Radio's favourite word, obrigado.
It certainly is. Certainly next door in the wonderful grain store when I'm ordering my vegetarian schnitzel. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. They are terrific, absolutely terrific. If you're ever down the Portobello Road and you like a bit of vegetarian grub, then get yourself involved. The grain store next door to the wonderful Muse Gallery here, 269.
Yeah. We used to talk more. I mean, we've become quite serious. I mean, we used to talk about flippant things like where to get half-price food on the Portobello Road.
It's true. You had something called Pound on the Ground back in the day, didn't you?
Yeah, that's
Which was
right.
quite interesting. It was about the market stall holders not wanting to necessarily put the crap fruit up at the front of the market stall, and they put
Good
it on the
value
floor.
fruit, we like to say.
Yeah, good value fruit. Exactly. Yeah, man. But apparently,
And
they're
then
not
we
allowed
used to
do that anymore,
direct
but, hey.
people to, there was the Wednesday half-price lunch at the Red Pelican, or it was called the Red Lemon.
Red Lemon, yes, indeed. But I like Red Pelican, actually. That's a good
And there was the
melange, two
half-price
names.
Tuesdays
Yeah,
down
man.
at the ground floor, and then there was something at the Warwick. And
I know. What
KPL.
happened to all the bargains in
Well,
the
the
area?
bargains have gone, mate. The
Yeah,
bargains
you know
have
that.
gone.
Greed moves in, bargains
No.
move out. There
There
you go.
may yet be a bargain. I understand there may be a bargain or two in the art world because we are delighted to welcome back Maya Sambar. How are you?
Brilliant. Yay! Maya in the house.
I can't hear Maya. You might have to, yeah.
Yay!
Hey, there we go.
Hi.
Maya, we have Maya Sambar in the house
Hello.
who we have talked to you a couple of times when we were up at Kareem Sams's place,
Yes.
which we'll talk about in a second.
Yeah, man. The
There's-
bookies.
There's a Christmas market
Behind
up there at the
closed
moment.
doors.
Behind closed doors.
There's a and next door's the Goldfinger, and once again, thank you Goldfinger for our internet that day.
Yeah, man.
Now, Maya,
Both days.
you have been doing a snowflake project.
Yeah.
Can you very quickly remind us what it is?
So these are offcuts from a Whistle's window display, and you know how you have Polo hole in the middle. This is Stars hole in the middle, and we've gone out with these ceramics, beautiful ceramics, gone out to the whole community and said to artists, "Could you please decorate these snowflakes and create these artworks for us, individual artworks?" And it's been such an amazing adventure. Seeing what comes back, because everyone has their own individual, unique snowflake that they create. So we've had a multitude of colors, shapes, sizes. People do sculptures with them.
Were people allowed to kind of mess with them, or did they have to keep the integrity of the snowflake intact?
We thought just do whatever you like. I think we're appealing to
No
everyone's
integrity
creativity.
here.
No integrity. We just integrity of creativity.
Now you
So
brought
no
Amy,
limits.
Was it Amy Jackson?
Yeah,
came in?
Amy came in last
She
week.
came in either last week or the week
Yeah.
before. Who? Tell us where we've got to now, because those went up for auction, didn't they?
Yeah,
And
auction's live.
What's going to happen to the money from the auction?
So the money is all going to feeding vulnerable members of the community. So there's a fantastic cafe linked to Goldfinger, run by mother
The
and son,
Sicilian.
Sicilian, amazing, delicious food. Please come and have some hot food, yummy
People
and
who know
affordable.
People say it's the best Sicilian food in London.
It is. It is amazing. I can vouch for that. Put on a couple of kilos going there, and I would say that it's delivering food to the community, but it's also a doorstep chats. So it's also about isolation, and so you deliver these foods, but also have a chat and really heal this time that's been with lockdown really hard for so many people. So it's been an outreach program through art in a way that really appeals to people's creativity, but also reaches out to the community and creates this kind of warm, fuzzy feeling before Christmas that we want to all start to get into that Christmas spirit.
That mince pie feeling. Greg, so you're a big fan of art and chat, aren't you?
Not half. Both of those things, chatting and arting.
The
Love it.
chatting bit is very important because it's amazing how many vulnerable people there are, and of course, in times of winter, even particularly in times of winter COVID,
Yeah, absolutely.
you just don't see a lot of people, do you?
No, yeah. It all happens behind closed. You just don't know what's happening behind closed doors. And you think that everyone's okay. You think, oh, I'm all right. And you ask someone, how are you doing? And they'll say, oh, I'm all right. But actually, they're not always all right. And people are also shy and embarrassed to talk about their issues and their problems. And it's a way of checking up on people and seeing what they need just as much as, feeding, but also saying hi. I care about you,
Yeah.
and I'm coming to check on you.
So the auction is coming to a close.
Yeah, 24 hours, actually less than 24 hours. So tomorrow, Saturday, 9 p.m. is the close. The gong goes down, and there's some really beautiful, unique artworks by some amazing, really very well-known artists that are there to be gobbled up at snapped up at affordable prices. So,
Unique Christmas presents.
yeah,
You won't,
absolutely.
you won't get them on eBay.
Nope. Well, maybe later in a year or two, they'll be incremental.
I might have missed it. How do I get involved with the auction?
So it's goldfinger.design website. You just go straight onto the Goldfinger website.
Yeah.
And it says auction. Check us out, and then you can just see them all listed.
Boom.
And you bid.
Lovely. Junior Tomlin was made a few of these things, and he was posting some pictures on Twitter, I think, about a week ago. His artwork, brilliant. I love that guy.
We really work with Junior because Junior does the trippy flyers, and he is he's one of the great rave flyer
aficionados. He is the Salvador Dali of rave.
Yeah, he is. He's amazing. He's done two of them.
Yeah.
One of them's called The Sound of Snow.
Oh, mental. That's very Junior.
Yeah.
That is very
He's
Junior.
really poetic. And
he's beautiful.
Yeah.
An amazing
and that takes us into the next tune.
No way. I hate you and your segues. You're rubbish.
She's not fooling anybody. I know she'll let me down. And every time she twists and turns, I know I'll never learn. And it's charming, altogether disarming. She's not fooling anybody. She'll kick you to the ground. Maybe it's me. She makes you wanna believe. Maybe it's me. I'm the man that nobody sees. Maybe it's me. She's not selling off her secrets, missing mystery. Skeletons fall out the cupboard, pulling out a history. And it's charming, altogether disarming. Madam of death is alarming, and no wonder maybe, oh maybe it's me. She makes you wanna believe. Maybe it's me. I'm the man that nobody sees. Maybe it's me. She makes you wanna believe. Maybe it's me. I'm the man that nobody sees. And it's charming, altogether disarming. Madam of death is alarming. And no one, maybe, oh maybe it's me.
There's a song.
Yeah, don't feed him when he's supposed to be
Sweet.
twiddling the knobs. Just remind us one more time, how can people view and then buy or bid for the snowflakes?
So please go on to Goldfinger Design website.
Goldfinger.design?
Yeah, Goldfinger. Oh, well done for correcting me. You are good. Yeah,
The only
precise.
reason why we have him on the show.
Yeah, it's all listed there. And you've got, talking about food, we've got Bill Granger, we've got John Booth, we've got Kate Daddy, we've got some really great established artists and restaurateurs and creatives and
all
members.
sorts of
Yeah,
people offering
yeah.
you snowflakes.
Perfect Christmas present.
Before you go, you also are doing something with what's happening on Monday?
Yeah, and so I'm also so I curated this exhibit, and I'm also curating an exhibition for the United Nations that's launching on Monday for UNHCR, which is the UN Agency for Refugees, and it's 70 years of UNHCR, and I've got photographers from all around the world that have filmed refugees and taken photos of them. So it's about refugees by refugees as well. So it's always involving members of the community. I think all the projects that I'm involved in is also about giving voices to creatives and members of the community. So it's called Voices on the Wind. So look that up on Monday.
Voices on the Wind. So check
Yeah.
that out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much,
Nice
Maya.
seeing you.
We have coming up in a second. We are as part of the Pavilion Hive.
Yeah, man.
We not only we broadcast loads of things that are created by people connected to the Hive.
Yeah, man. I loved it. It was quite a cerebral process, that wasn't it? It was pretty deep.
Yeah, and we have with our Hive collective friends, including Julia Tomlin.
Yeah, man.
We have some Afro holistic medicine
Brilliant
shows coming up in the first week, I think it is, of January.
And a little chat with Charlie Phillips, of course, major photographer. Love him.
You got it.
Yeah, all part of it. Menelin gets involved. It's all sorts involved. It's a brilliant series of shows, which we will be bringing you from this most amazing platform, portobelloradio.com, in the coming months.
We will indeed.
We'll all be listening.
And we are
good. Very good.
We will be listening.
Yeah, top of the class. Yeah, wicked.
And next Thursday, we have a show produced by students at University of East London about bees, which includes our old friend Bill Anderson. Urban beekeeper of Lancaster Road.
Yay.
And we are about to talk to those guys in a second.
Oh, superb.
Remember those big 45s.
Big long plays. Yeah,
Yeah, big
man.
long
Brilliant.
plays.
Absolutely brilliant. Superb. So we got some people waiting in the wings, waiting in the Zooms.
We
to-
have people waiting in the wings, waiting in the Zooms. Next Thursday, we were just talking about this, weren't we,
Oh, yeah.
Greg?
Yeah.
We are playing a podcast made as part of the Pavilion Hive in
Brilliant.
October.
Nice.
It's slightly our fault that it's taken this long to get it up, but it's coming out next Thursday at 6 p.m. on
Brilliant.
Portobello Radio.
Superb.
How do you get Portobello Radio again?
You go to www.portobelloradio.com on any smart device.
Can you ask
smart.
Alexa?
You can ask Alexa. You can ask Google Home. You can
I'm reassured.
shout at Cortina. You can stick your fingers up Siri. You
Anyway,
can do all sorts. I
However
tell
you do it, next Thursday, tune in to portobelloradio.com,
Yeah, man.
where we will be talking, we will be hearing the podcast, and we have with us Michelle Harris. Michelle, hi, are you there?
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Fantastic. We love it when we connect on Zoom. Michelle, tell us about this project. How did it happen? And what's the show about that people are going to hear on Thursday evening?
Sure. So it's all about beekeeping in urban spaces, and as we know, the population of bees is rapidly declining. And as we know, it's not just the honey that's at stake. So, our survival is kind of really dependent on bee pollination, and we wanted to really essentially capture the human response to that growing concern. And so me and Lucas are third-year journalism students, and we wanted to really get out there and see what people are doing. So we teamed up with the third-year photographers to join us on a little project to go out and speak to people and capture that. And we spoke to Bill Anderson, who some might know as the director of Doctor Who, but he's also a hivekeeper, and Barnaby Shaw, who's the founder of Urban Bees. So yeah.
Now I know. I mean, I've actually have I been on Bill's roof? I don't think I have, but I've interviewed him when he was on Bill's roof. He's there on Lancaster Road. He's got very what you might call hippie views about bees. I know that you were in Powis Square at one point.
Yeah, that's correct.
And tell us about Barnaby, because our listeners may not know as much about him.
Okay, so yeah, Barnaby's really cool. He's got this little spot in Kennington Park that's just behind the cafe. And he's created this really magical space with hives and loads of sort of organic forestry growing. And he sets up workshops for people to just come and walk in, have a little sit down, get involved. And the workshops are there to educate really people about how to get involved and help with beekeeping and learn more about it, which is perfect if you're like me and you live in a flat and you haven't got a lovely rooftop to have a hive or, a perfect garden for that space. That's okay, because Barnaby's got this lovely area he's created where you can come and learn how to do it and get involved with the place that he's created.
Yeah, because I mean, people shouldn't be scared of bees. I actually used to have bees just down the road from Bill, in the middle of the Silchester estate. And it has to be said that one of the biggest problems about keeping bees is that it freaks people out.
Yeah, I guess
the
so.
idea of bees.
Well, of being in close proximity to something that naturally we're a little bit scared of because they hurt.
Yeah, I mean, a bee doesn't sting you unless it's
very angry. I know, but we don't all know that, and it's also slightly random as well, isn't it?
No.
Interesting. Madam Zarvis in the sidelines here.
Yeah, and wasps. Bees aren't wasps.
Yes.
Wasps have their function. I actually have been with another urban beekeeper, Hugh Not Bauer,
indeed,
from Kensal Town Relief Fund, and we went to Tina. You'll know Tina Caff, ex of the Inn on the Green.
Yeah,
we went to her home in Cambridge Gardens, Oxford Gardens, and St Mark's Road.
Yeah.
and she had 2 swarms in her garden.
No way. They just sort of
And,
randomly turned up there. They
she
like
went
her.
up there without. He had a hat on, but
And
none
a
of the other
cardboard
stuff.
box. It was one of those. I
Yeah.
know, but Hugh's quite hardcore, as I'm sure Bill is. You know, they're all full on people.
Yeah,
Aye, aye, aye. Bro, absolutely,
So,
bro.
Michelle, tell us, what can people expect if they tune into the show on Thursday night?
Well, a bit like me, and interesting what you just said about our fear of bees. And I think I too had that. And we fear naturally what we don't understand. And by tuning in, it's a very informative, educational podcast where you can learn a lot more about the comings and goings of bees and their behaviours. And they're actually quite timid. Also, like me, I had my own sort of assumptions walking into this. I thought that beekeeping was a sort of affluent hobby, very expensive, very hard to do. But in actual fact, by interviewing and for the listeners, all them myths will be dispelled. It
Okay.
actually takes a lot of minimal effort, very low cost. And as Bill outlines, it only takes 2 active days a year to just come and intervene with the hive, and then the bees just do the rest, So you can learn a lot more about how you yourself can get involved.
And which is, can you tell the viewers now?
Well, firstly, I'd recommend Bill's book called The Guide to Idle Beekeeping, where he outlines really an essential guide, bit by bit, step by step, of how to do it. And he outlines in the podcast how to first prepare your own hive. And he outlines everything in detail to the capacity, insulation, and a place where you put it. Obviously, the first thing you need is a garden or a rooftop where you can place such a thing. And a bee suit would be good if you are, like me, a bit scared of bees. But other than that, the bees generally just do their thing. Like they say, build it and they will come. And this hive can just be made out of any old sort of MDF wood. And he outlines how to do it. And it's just very simple. I myself was really surprised.
No, it is really simple. And you're right, the less is more when it comes to beekeeping. People shouldn't expect that much honey, should they, though? Because the honey is created by the bees to see them through the winter months. So if we humans go in there like grizzly bears and nick all their honey, that puts them at a huge disadvantage, doesn't it?
Exactly that. You can't go into this as Winnie the Pooh and wanting to make a lucrative sort of living out of their honey if you're just starting out. If you've got many colonies and you've built up a good source of bees and they're well looked after, then they're going to look after you too with the honey. But if you're just starting out, then, and for the good reason of helping their population thrive again, then I definitely recommend this podcast.
Fantastic. Thank you for talking to us, Michelle. You've been absolutely brilliant. I'm so pleased that you met bees and learnt to love them so quickly. I have to admit, my bees, after I had my heart attack, started stinging me. But
they knew. There's a man
the
down.
grizzly bear
Kick him while
wounded.
he's down. Absolutely. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Right.
Beekeeping, fantastic. One of the things that stuck with me when we had Bill on the show, whatever it was, 6 months ago, March,
just
yeah,
literally minutes before lockdown.
Was he was saying that bees wonderful, blah 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 blah, but they don't actually create enough honey for us to take away with us, if you know what I mean. They create enough for the hive, but
They'd have a small pot, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a bit of an eye opener, really. They're not as industrious as we'd like them to be, essentially. So they are depleted when we go in there and we take a load of honey off them. That's their hive sort of demised for a few months before they manage to build it all up again. So interesting, really interesting.
So one last question, Michelle, picking up off what Greg the vegetarian has just said. Where do you stand on, is honey vegan?
Oh, good one.
Is honey vegan? Oh, wow. Well, I know a lot of vegans, and as aspiring vegan myself, I'd like to think even vegans have a sweet tooth, and
Oh, yeah, I like it.
All right, you're obviously not a hardcore vegan.
I can't speak for the vegan community. What can I say?
Yeah.
Michelle, thank you for talking to us. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in at 6 p.m. Portobello Radio, Thursday night.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Bees
good.
followed by Dark Times.
Really,
the
really
perfect.
good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dark Times
combination.
Radio. Richard Strange. So we're looking. I just wanted to get the date on that one on Thursday, the 17th. At 1800 hours, tune into portobelloradio.com.
Is that UK or is that Central European time?
That will be UK time, so GMT or Unified Central Time, or whatever they call it.
GMT, we're on GMT.
We are now, yes, absolutely.
I trust you on that one. You come from Southeast London. Thank you, Michelle.
So rude. So rude. Wonderful. Thank you very much indeed coming in on Zoom and joining us and talking about bees. Yay!
Yay!
You feel you always walk alone, but you never sense who is around you. The less you speak, the silence grows. More or less will show you're not alone now. I will be a ghost. I watch you dream and wake right through, bathed in midnight blue, the sacred morning. Tears will echo every song, forgotten and so strong, the paleness after. I will be a ghost. Everybody walks amongst us. Everybody talks, but we've lost our words. We're just whisperers stuck in shadows on the wall. I know that we've all felt love, and God, I want to feel it again. Let me in. You've got to let me in. I felt a tickle, heard a laugh. We struggled in the past, but not this moment. Barely awake, but always aware. You're always there, you're always with me. Everybody walks amongst us. Everybody talks, but we've lost our words. We're just whisperers stuck in shadows on the walls. I know that we've all felt love, and God, I want to feel it again. Let me in. You've got to let me in. In the cool, cool blue. Cool, cool blue. Everybody walks amongst us. Everybody talks, but we've lost our words. We're just whisperers stuck in shadows on the walls. I know that we've all felt love, and God, I want to feel it again. Let me in. You've got to let us in. Felt love, and God, I want to feel it again. Let me in. You've got to let us in. You've got to let us in.
joined with the Portobello Pavilion Hive to create the podcast that we are playing on Thursday at 6 p.m.
Brilliant. Absolutely superb. And I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be great fun. Really good fun.
It is. And missing that was by Everything But the Girl, Todd
Everything
Terry's
but the
mix.
girl and Todd Terry production.
And you know what? The cheesy intro. Hey, cheesy intro. Oh, Molly Deneen.
It's the moles. It's
Do
the moles.
come in.
Yay. Brilliant.
We urge you all to wear masks, even though the vaccine is on the streets.
Absolutely.
It won't get round to you for quite a long time.
Quite some time. If indeed it works.
If indeed it works. Well, Crazy, let's not be negative yet.
No, let's not be negative yet, but you're all going to die.
Yeah, let's wait.
I'm so naughty. So naughty.
Yeah.
Bad Greg. Bad Greg. Back in your
Vivian,
box,
you're
Greg.
going to have to use the microphone if you're going to talk to us.
Brilliant. Absolutely superb. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Bless
Yeah.
you.
Anyway, sorry, we all got very relaxed as we lost our big interview with the guy from the Westway Trust,
did.
and now we are doolally. We're giddy. It's a side effect of the vaccine.
It is, isn't it? Which let's not go there.
We're
Let's
dizzy.
not
We're
go
giddy.
there. We are giddy all over
We
the
have
place.
stomach
all
cramps.
over the place. Yes,
We're
indeed.
nervous. Hey,
so brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So unfortunately, we don't have.
we have the wellness lady now.
Yeah, we do. Who's yeah.
What is it I usually say?
If
If you change the
there you
I
go.
to the we, illness becomes wellness.
There you go.
Welcome to Madam Zarvis.
Yes, indeed. Pop your knob on. Pop your knob up, darling. No, the other knob. Higher knob. Yay,
my
that's the
goodness.
one.
You don't know
Crikey.
how often they cut me off on this radio
Oh,
program.
it's
Just suddenly get this thing across the neck and I'm off.
no, it's
A lot of it is because you haven't got a microphone in the first place. but-
Yes,
Okay.
indeed. Yes.
Well, I just want to say how fabulous it is to be back in the Muse Gallery.
Yay, isn't
because
it?
it's very nice
Isn't
near
it?
my shop.
Yeah,
It's an
man.
easy walk down.
It is.
Yes, fabulous. And it's got some fabulous artwork on the wall. I think that's
Do you like
Melissa's?
this stuff? Marina?
Marina.
Yeah, man. She's brill. Absolutely brill. We had her on the radio a couple of weeks ago, and I
I
must
heard
confess.
that interview. It's adorable.
It is. Oh, you did
Yeah.
hear that interview, did
yeah,
you?
Yeah, I heard the
Brilliant.
interview and looking at them, they're very bright,
Aren't
colorful,
they?
cheerful. So
Superb.
she has this sort of inner constellations of things in her life.
Yeah, man. Loads of
Fascinating.
juxtapositions going on. It's great. Absolutely great. Love it.
Oh.
Love it.
Anyway, we're not.
That's a pickle tree.
That is apparently a pickle tree. Yes, indeed. I don't know, either that or cactus. Get on with it. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
I'm
Get
so
on there.
sorry. And here we
Fine.
are in the middle of COVID.
I
and
can talk about pickles.
What
We've
are
made
we-
loads of pickles in our house this week. I've got pickled red cabbage. I've got pickled gherkins.
Oh, are we going to have?
I've got pickled. I've got lime pickle. We've got pickled
I tell you, I
kohlrabi.
swear, you lot, it's like herding bloody squirrels. It really is. I mean, crikey. Come on. Come on.
Okay. is
Diddy
it-
Kennedy, all is forgiven.
Yes, all is forgiven. You
Oh
are
my,
not-
come back. I asked about you today.
Oh,
you know,
very
everyone
sweet.
else just goes quiet.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Where's Dinny? Donde Dinny, as we say in Spain. Donde. Donde Dinny.
Well, listen, I know that it's been so tough here,
Yes.
and Isis recommended that I did mythology of mistletoe, but I
Oh,
did
good.
that.
I like that, yeah.
What I'm going to talk about is mistletoe as a drink, as tea,
Oh, my goodness.
because
Really?
it's the finest heart, quiets palpitations of the heart.
No, I
But
get
you
pulse
can't-
all the time.
Oh
That's
yeah, you
my
must
big
have
problem.
some. You must have some.
I thought
but
it
as
was
a tea,
poisonous. But anyway, you're going to
just
tell
the
me.
berries. but
You're
you
going to
can
tell
drink.
me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, when you're thinking about Christmas presents, do we not? Well, I mean, your blood pressure goes up, doesn't it?
Of course it does.
So we
Especially
all
when you
have a problem about blood pressure.
Yeah, man.
Except me.
Especially
of
when you're
course.
stood under the mistletoe. Oh, blood pressure off the scale.
So you take mistletoe leaf,
So,
hawthorn
hawthorn.
leaf or berries.
What berries?
Leaf or berries.
Oh, leaf-
Hawthorn.
leaf
You
or
can do the
berries, yeah.
berries only, if not the leaf.
Cool.
And a little bit of lime tree flower.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, or
lovely.
even quantities, it's fine. And make
Gorgeous.
yourself a cup of tea and drink about 2 a day for
So
about a week
you
to
often
quiet
use
you
that
down.
expression, but you use it too liberally. Make yourself a cup of tea. So we're going to
Yeah.
get ourselves a pot. We're going to boil the water, or we're going to use tepid water. We're going to be working out.
Hot. This takes hot water.
This is a 90-degree water.
infused,
Are we going to
yes.
steep
Okay.
stuff?
Good.
Only
good.
for 3 to 5 minutes. These are only 3 to 5
You
minutes.
stew it for 3 to 5 minutes, or
Yeah.
you let it sit
Steep.
and brew.
No, steep. No,
Steep.
just this is
All right.
little. Oh.
It's Piers. He's the biggest offender in the room for that kind
It's
of
at
behavior.
Hollywood. Hollywood is calling, is what his phone said. I'm so interested.
Dick from the Maxilla Bingo is calling.
Oh, all right, mental. Yeah, more about that later. So, crack on, darling, crack on.
So I highly recommend this for anybody that has heart palpitations or is
Brilliant.
just constantly worried during this
That
time.
is so me.
And
I'm
that
gonna go and
it
score
works
some.
on the vagus nerves, and it has a widening effect to the other arteries and veins. So you have a drop in blood pressure.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
So
Wow.
that's my little point for today. And next
Love
week
it.
we're going to have a little bit of mythology with the herbs and spices of Christmas.
Amazing. And then maybe we get to talk to you again on the mic about the moon distillation. The
Oh
distillation
yes,
of
Greg
moonbeams.
has asked me if you remember that very long ago. I gave a talk about moonbeams
And how we distill them. You see, we're coming
How
up
you just-
to an
yes, full
insanely
moon, yes.
magnificent full moon.
Yes, you
on
need to
the
have natural
21st.
sponges.
Natural sponges.
And natural sponges are about 150, the big ones. But you want it to absorb
Yeah, you want to
from the
absorb
atmosphere.
all of-
Yeah, so you
exactly,
can
all
get
of them.
them. I know a place in Chelsea that has the big ones.
Oh, I say. I know a place in Chelsea that also has the big ones, but we can't talk about it on this show. Brill, absolutely brill. All right, looking forward to hearing about all of that and more. That was brilliant, absolutely superb. Quick little reminder, guys and girls.
Zarvis London, I'm under the Westway. I'm under the Westway, and I do talk to people at the door. And you're welcome to buy any of the teas.
How sweet. How very, very sweet.
They're available, and they're clean, and they're new season.
Ah, nice. I was going to remind everybody that mistletoe is a protected species, so you can't just go out there and pick it, unfortunately, nowadays.
But you can grow it on your apple trees in the garden.
Oh, I
You just
see.
get some of the mistletoe just at the base. I can get a proper time of year that you can actually place it on the apple tree or some piece of rotting wood.
Oh, interesting.
And
yeah.
just get it growing for
Okay.
yourselves.
And you can buy it. You can still buy it, but I think maybe it's out of season. You can buy it because they import it in from Europe, and it's not a protected species out in Europe. So you can buy it all the way up until about the end of November, beginning of December. So you might be on your last legs for getting your mistletoe. Anyway, whatever. Marvelous. Thank you, darling.
Yeah,
That
you
was
don't want to
brilliant.
drink too much though if you have a low blood pressure or low.
Okay.
You know, so it's
All right.
not something you would want to drink like every day for a month or every day for
Yeah.
you
It's not for your
a
average
week and
average
then
consumption.
time off another week. You
Yeah,
know,
I got
gives you this.
like Buku, like a lot of these teas.
Yes,
they're
you know, they
quite
take-
full on.
Yes,
you don't
some
wanna-
need 20 days to actually enter the body, and then only 10 days after that. But
Okay.
I'll always tell you which ones they are when I'm talking about them.
Wonderful. I love it. Absolutely love it. You can come again. Yay!
I love coming to Portobello Radio. I wasn't quite prepared today, but I
You're never quite
love
prepared,
being
but that's
here.
when it's best. That's definitely when it's best. Thank you for everything, all
Yeah.
your delightful advice. You are a sage.
Yes, and we'll talk all about what happens if Greg doesn't go nuts and he doesn't pop on the moonbeam night.
I might.
Well,
pop
he
on the
definitely will
moonbeam,
go
yeah.
nuts if he's looking at Damien, who is streaming
Wow.
here, has got some amazing
projections going on.
Oxford
We're looking.
Scientific Films projections.
Yeah, he's got psilocybic mushrooms growing right now
Yeah,
as we
you're
look
looking
at
a bit
them.
While
Time-
you two were
time.
chatting, there was the fly Garrick growing.
Oh, come on. Look, here we
You
go.
know-
Here we go. Here we go. Bit of fry Garrett.
You know what? We have fly Garrick baubles on our Christmas tree.
Oh, wow. Interesting. So that'll be the kids eating the Christmas tree then.
Well, you know that's the mushroom culture of the Russians.
Oh, turn it on.
That it grows all over Suffolk, right? The big Russian
Fly
Roman compounds, because allegoric was used in the mushroom culture of Dionysus. Yes, yes.
Wow. How interesting.
Distilled and
No,
drunk.
when I lived at the top of the Portobello Road around about November time, literally the entire top floor was covered with newspapers.
No
with
way.
fly Garrick drying away.
Nuts.
Though we do urge you, ladies and gentlemen at home,
Don't just munch on them without preparation.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
and on
Bro.
that subject,
Absolutely. Oh.
Most of the people around here are missing
Oh,
a few
I
brain
think
cells.
I'm
We're-
missing an angel.
We're having almost
I'm
a
almost-
random old people's home style conversation.
We are,
Vivian,
aren't we? Yeah,
Vivian,
love it.
Vivian,
absolutely love it.
concentrate on the show.
Yeah,
Stop chatting.
Yeah, it's all about us. Remember, it's all about us.
In right now and tell us where the moon will be on the 21st.
Oh, what? As in whereabouts in the sky? Will it
Okay,
be? I
where
like
it's going to
that.
rise.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
rises. Sometimes it's against the sun. So
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah,
not
yeah.
sure. So can you give us a
So-
call? 07956388160.
Okay, and let us
Anytime.
know when the full moon on December the 21st.
Where it starts to rise.
Where
Do,
is it going
do you want to
rise?
know why I am so pleased that COVID's happened? Because one of the promises we made to my younger daughter, who's now a pagan,
Apart from the birthday present of the pink T-shirt that only turned up
which
today.
arrived today.
Yeah, man, brilliant.
But one, she's a
Yes,
pagan.
yeah,
she's
plug
doing,
the pink T-shirts. We got Portobello Radio
she's
T-shirts.
doing
Very
a-
pink.
She's
Brilliant.
doing a correspondence course in Druidry, which actually involves writing and sending things in the post. It's so weird. Anyway, we promised we'd go to the winter solstice with her. But thank Christ it's been cancelled because of
Where?
COVID.
Were you going to go down Stonehenge? Was that the plan?
No,
Yeah,
you
we were
didn't.
going to sit in that stupid lay-by and then try and run across the A303 without getting killed.
Yes.
And then hang on the fence and go, watch the druids
Listen,
having free
Just
free
find,
love and
find your nearest ley line. Your nearest ley line actually runs almost directly through Grenfell Tower. So
Oh.
get yourself either side of Grenfell Tower in an east, an east to westerly. It comes down from the east and goes through to the west. Yeah, man.
Well-
just get down to that ley line. That'll do. That'll do. That's as
Well,
good
what
as.
about Primrose Hill? Is that not
Well,
available in the winter or
Parliament
is that
Hill
only in
is
summer?
absolutely the epicenter
Any
of
hill.
everything. Yeah.
Come
on,
any,
Hill.
any
Yeah,
hill.
Loudon.
Is that Loudon?
Loudon
what
was
it's
the
called?
original
Oh,
Welsh
okay.
hill that all the a lot of the ley lines cross over.
Okay.
It's now Parliament Hill is what we called it. But that was the centre of London. That's why London came about, was because of that wonderfully mystic hill.
So have we finished the wellness feature? Are we just having general chit chat?
We're getting a bit hippie.
No,
on
no,
your
we
arse,
just
if
wanted to.
that's
I
all right.
asked about that because I lived in Avenue Road for a long time.
Oh, brilliant.
And I didn't know anything about that, but there
In
weren't very many
NW
hippies in those days.
NW3,
Doesn't
So
that
they all
sound right?
smartened up,
What do you
didn't
like?
they?
Really? Do you
Got
think
too
that like, the
rich.
hippies like sort of broke off somewhere or something? Or what?
Yeah, money.
I've got a lovely old hippie mate who's sadly passed away now, who used to diss me for using the expression hippie. She said, "You don't understand. When we were kids, the hippies were kind of like the Trustafarians. They sort of hijacked the long hair thing and sort of pretended that they were doing righteous business, but really they were just breadheads."
Oh, I hate all this judgmental talk because there were some nice hippies.
Well, never.
And
Yeah,
not
I'm
the
sure,
diggers in San
I'm
Francisco.
sure.
What did John
They
Lydon?
just like to lay girls.
I love this screen, man. It's mental.
What did John Lydon teach us? Oh, we have druids.
We're druiding at the Stonehenge on the screen.
What did
above
John
us. It's
Lydon
mental.
teach us? Never trust
A
a hippie.
hippie. You know that absolutely.
Moving swiftly on.
Absolutely. Moving swiftly on.
I picked a look. I broke the boat. I pulled at the rail. Try to do as they say. But the peace floated away. Who would want to let anybody down? Disappointed ride a cloud like a horse, you know. You can get there. But you can ride a cloud like a horse. You can get there. But you can ride a cloud like a horse, you know. You can get there. I picked the lock, broke the bolt, pulled out the radio, try to do as they say, but the pieces floated away. Who would want to let anybody down? Disappointable. That is what you feed their brains with pains. But you can ride a cloud like a horse, you can get there. You can ride a cloud like a horse, you can get there. You can ride a cloud like a horse, you can get there. You can ride a cloud like a horse, you can get there. But you can ride a cloud like a horse.
It's absolutely amazing.
That,
Don't
of
know-
course, is Jimmy Bohorn, Dance Across the Floor.
No, get you.
That, can you remember which movie that tune appears in?
Not a sausage,
No,
mate.
it's City of God in
Okay.
the fantastic party in the favela.
Okay.
When Benny is leaving the favela and he gets shot.
Brilliant.
That is the tune that is playing.
Amazing. You've bored me senseless. I love
Yeah,
it.
I'll carry on then.
I'm being rude and naughty.
I first found it when Hugh Not-Bauer's twin brother Guy brought it back from Kenya.
Amazing.
Where it'd been #1 for 8 or 10 weeks.
Wicked. Absolutely wicked. Marvellous. We have a stonking weekend, haven't we, eh?
We
Lined
do
up for
indeed.
you guys and girls out there in Radiosville. As always, we bring you the most exquisite music. We give you the bestest sounds. We bring you the bestest DJs and the most amazing producers, interviews, and all sorts. Have I bigged this up enough yet? Probably. Saturday sessions, of course. We get Saturday sessions every Saturday here on this wonderful platform, www.portobelloradio.com. We're going to repeat this show. If you missed it, you just tuned in. We've only got, what have we got? We've got about 20 minutes left on it, maybe a little bit less.
Yeah, well, it may be a bit longer, of course, because the last guest, who is Amber, who are Amber,
And-
Amber Joy, Elijah, and Evan.
Lovely.
Have gone rushing back to pick up the
Uh,
file of
yeah.
Elijah's interview with
Wilf Walker, is that right?
OBE. Yeah, that's
OBE,
right.
yeah, man, which is wicked. Absolutely, Wilf was one of the most instrumental people in this area, certainly as far as Carnival was concerned. He was in charge of putting up the live stages back in the mid to late 70s. He's an amazing character. He's wonderful. We've had him on this platform a few times. So yeah, hopefully we're going to bring you an interview where one of our youth has managed to interview him and get to.
That's right. Part of the I Know You series, which
Yeah.
is Amber Joy's been helping the young people, the youngers,
Yeah.
as we now call them,
Yeah.
to interview and find out what it was like for the elders, either when they arrived or when they were young.
Yeah.
A lot of this, obviously, is about the racism of the times.
Absolutely. So, yeah, that should be
And-
coming up soon. This show repeats tomorrow, Saturday at midday, and then Sunday at 10 a.m. Is that right?
Is it 10 a.m.?
Yeah, man.
And should we go through Saturday first?
Let's do the Saturday session. Saturday session starting at 2 p.m.
It's the
Saturday
second
afternoon.
week of the month.
Second week of the month. You know what that means? It means it's soul.
Yeah.
It's
Joe
big on the
Dwyer,
soul.
Heatwave.
Heatwave show at 2 o'clock. Soul 45 at 3 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Those guys, same producer for both of those shows. Absolutely brilliant. They're going to be some stonking new cuts, all on vinyl. It's all wax.
Oh,
It's going
fantastic.
to be bro, absolutely bro. Not too sure whether the DBC are going to be able to get it together. The Dread Broadcasting Corporation, of course, our beautiful brothers from back in the day might be throwing us a new set. Otherwise, I love the way he looks at me and he thinks that nobody can hear this can opening in the background. That was a can of beer opening in the background. Be jealous. Be very, very jealous. So yeah, man, DBC on at 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, followed hopefully by Tansy McNally. She's mad. She's so mad she might not even send us a show.
Actually, yeah, she's not doing it this week.
No, okay, wicked, absolutely wicked. And then we move on to Jason Boone. He's got a new dark disco, and this is really different to his normal dark disco. So tune in. It's indie. Essentially, it's indie music. It's all about breaking bands. The emerging.
No, I mean
sounds.
Jason. He's not quite as old as me, but he's an elder geezer, and he is the most assiduous.
Oh, good word.
Crate digger.
Yeah.
In the digital vaults.
Yeah, he's proper nasal.
Actually, no, he's a literal-
shoegazer. I mean, he's just mental. Properly mental.
Having said that, it's all vinyl.
It's all
not
vinyl.
digital at all.
No,
And so if you want the newest weird house music from Toulouse,
yes,
or
indeed.
what's the thing he calls it?
Beatport, is it that he goes to go and buy his
the
things?
indie psyche.
Don't
Yeah,
even
he's-
go there.
it's a whole
Psychedelic,
new genre.
indie, techno, Balearic, blah. Anyway, there you go. Jason Boone at 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock, Jez Harkin is sending one from across the other side of the Atlantic. He is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And he will be giving us the sounds that thrill him in, somewhere on the other side of the Atlantic. I'm not too sure where he is. I think it could be New York, but I could be wrong.
And then we got the third man, Chris Sullivan, with his One Nation
One Nation Under the Groove. He has got a selection of very new cuts, mainly on a funk tip. So absolutely brilliant. A little mixture, actually.
Like this rather nice underlay, which of course is Funky Baltimore Parliament.
Yeah, man. You know that. Absolutely. Is this Atomic Dog? Yeah, it was. It's just, absolutely brilliant. I love
Such a
that.
fantastic.
Such a fantastic tune.
Our head of 3D is here.
Stephen
Mr.
Howie has
Stephen
just walked through the
Howie.
door. Lovely. So yeah, Chris Sullivan
Fantastic.
on at 8 o'clock tomorrow evening.
And then
Followed
the
by
mysterious D-Check.
D-Check, yeah,
Whoever he
man.
is.
D in the jungle, DITJ. So he's going to be playing us some junglist, jump up, or abstract dance, drum and
Yeah.
bass.
We've
at
dumped the young
9
kids.
o'clock.
We've got an
You never know.
elderly garage DJ in there.
I don't know, Gareth.
What I love
Anyway,
about D-Check is the bit at the end where he literally lists
everything that
the
we've heard.
tunes that you've been on.
Absolutely. And
It's a-
Deech, yes, it's Deech. It's not
Is it
D-Check.
Deech?
Yeah, it's Deech.
How would Damien know how to pronounce Deech?
That's a mystery. That is a mystery, as Toya Wilcox once said. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, catch him. Yeah, another wonderful thing about the Deech show is he will slip a piece of classical or a bit of something completely off-piste in there. In
I
between his
noticed
mix.
actually
brilliant.
Richard Strange
Genius.
had a little bit of Puccini the
He
other day.
did, didn't he? He's a bit of a cheeky chappy. Like him, catch up with Richard Strange Dark Times Radio every Thursday on portobelloradio.com. Again, he is the Doctors of Madness. If you like a bit of proto-punk, post-punk garage, whatever you want to call his genre, sort of David Bowie with an edge, then catch up with his show. It's every Thursday at 7 o'clock. So it's going to be brilliant, absolutely straight after the Bees this coming Thursday. So
Fantastic.
it'll be great, absolutely great. Do we go into Sunday now, or are they bored enough with that and we should just play some more music?
Do you know what? I will play a tune that I got via listening to the Soul 45 show, Charles Bradley.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's great.
Golden
I love
Rule.
him. Nice.
If you want to discover more fabulous tunes like that, it was actually David Ailing and Soul 45 who turned me on to Wildfires and Salt. So if you want loads of good stuff, do tune in tomorrow to Saturday sessions from 2 p.m. We replay the show at midday, 2 p.m. through to 9. We have fantastic DJs. We have a mix of soul, reggae, whatever you want, electronic, house, and everything. Then Sunday morning, fantastic. Amber's back. The show is saved. And of course, Elijah and Eben, the stars of the
Yay!
show.
Absolutely. What would
That's
we do
me
without
being
them? What would
oldest.
we do without all of them? All of them.
Gracie, I tried to do what you do and talk through the schedule for the next 2 days without taking a breath, and I failed. I had to take a breath.
Oh, bless you.
I got
I've
them
been
as far as 10 a.m. on Sunday morning.
okay. Oh, good. Oh, do I pick up strings from there then? I see. This is a handover, Greg. This is a handover. God, I've just had a cigarette and I'm like, oh my goodness, went out of puff. Brilliant. Yes, indeed. 10 o'clock Sunday morning. We got something on at 9? No, we don't. I'm just looking at the diary and I'm confused, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, 10 o'clock.
That's something you put in there about 100 years ago.
Oh, I see. And it's just sort of proliferated
Yeah,
throughout the diary.
it's
I
like
like
the Ghost
those
of
repeats.
Christmas Past,
It is,
only
isn't it? So,
less
yes,
fun.
indeed. 10 till midday, you hear this wonderful show again, all over again if you want to do it again. then we're here for you, babies. We're here for you at 10
Actually,
o'clock
it
in the
might
morning.
be a bit earlier because we're going to
throw
play I
a
Know
bit of-
You,
Yeah,
the
man.
interview with Wilf
They
again.
might ultimately end up being 9:30, so keep an eye on the dials and you'll know all about it. Midday, of course, we repeat Flipside London Radio's show.
With Sandy Lieberson.
With Sandford Lieberson, yes. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He was the creator of Bugsy Malone. My goodness, what a brilliant movie. Who hasn't seen Bugsy? Even you kids have seen Bugsy Malone, right? No? Oh, gosh. Yay. Exactly. So it's a brilliant movie, absolutely superb. But he did Jabberwocky if you're a bit of a fan.
He was at Goldcrest, wasn't he? Did things like The Mission
He
and all
created
those sort of-
Goldcrest. Yeah, he worked for MGM twice.
He did Stardust, and that'll be the day.
Oh, my
Stardust,
goodness.
one of the great movies.
If you're a David Essex fan, it's a brilliant movie.
No, but
You
it,
know
it
that.
foretells David Beckham.
Yeah. Oh, I
That
suppose it does. Yes.
You know,
yeah.
in his hacienda in Spain,
Yeah,
in his
man.
white suit.
Amazing.
It's got
Absolutely
David
phenomenal.
Beckham written all over it. And then, do you remember what happens to the dog?
No, I haven't seen it in a long while.
Adam
long while.
Faith,
Yeah.
who ex of Budgie, who is the wicked manager, feeds acid to
Oh,
David
yes.
Essex
Yeah,
slash
yeah, yeah.
Beckham's dog.
Yeah.
And he
course.
dies a terrible
Yep.
whimpering death.
He does. Anyway, we're going to play that show again, which is a fantastic talk. It's a talk on Zoom, but it's really, really interesting. It's probably one of the last interviews / biggest interviews that Sandy is going to do for anybody. So we're privileged and overjoyed to have him again, second time round on our wonderful platform. He's an amazing geezer. He wrote Performance. He produced Performance, the movie that was shot on Powis Square, some of it at any rate. So that again was a seminal movie. Yeah, man. Yeah, and the bathroom, I think. But amazing.
What, the bathroom?
Yeah, the bathroom, that sort of chessboard bathroom thing where it all happens. I think that's down there at Power Square as well. Anyway, whatevs, brilliant, absolutely superb fun. We're going to have him on board at midday, and then at 2 o'clock, we repeat everything that we do on Saturday. So if you're out and about picking your nose on Saturday and you miss our wonderful Saturday sessions, then you can get involved with Rewind Sunday, which
Greg,
happens on Sunday. Mate,
suppose I was wandering down the market, browsing on a Saturday afternoon.
I'd accuse you of being wrong.
Could I take Portobello Radio with me?
You certainly could. Just get it on your phone, brother. Just tap the dial, get the digits, any digital device, as you often say to us all.
And in fact,
I got a second-hand smart TV the other day, and it was an LG without a controller, if that makes sense. So it was a bit fiddly to get it up and running. But once I did get it up and running, I even got Portobello Radio on it, and it's like mental. This is about 10 years old, this TV set, but I can get Portobello Radio on it. So it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Just get yourself any digital device, a smart TV, a smart radio, whatever you like. It's all there. It's all there for the taking, girls and guys.
Well, and people can just rock on.
Just rock on. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Oh, a little bit of a segue. Oh.
Yeah, we got David Essex because he was so fabulous.
Kind of in a cheesy way. I like it, though. I like it. Gets involved.
Time to wake up, see what I want. My people, we better unite, 'cause we don't have no choice. We're in the fight of our lives. They're shooting us down, down, in front of 1,000 eyes. They taught us well just to put us through hell. Their control is like an evil spell. Them lick off the roof. Do you want more proof? Are you gonna wait till I bundle the house? Bundle the house. Bundle the house. Them lick off the roof. Do you want more proof? You're gonna wait till I bundle the house, bundle the house, bundle the house. They're destroying land, air, and sea. Then light saying that's how it has to be. Got most of us to agree.
Right now, about to water. Oxygen tank coming after. A total disaster. Disaster. They make off the roof. Do you want more proof? Are you gonna wait till the bond on the house? Bond on the house. Bond on the house. They make off the roof. Do you want more proof? You gonna wait till the bond on the house? Bond on the house. Bond on the house. How many more grandmothers have to cry? How many more babies have to die? I'm wondering why. They say black people, you're angry, be still. With the same breath, they're giving license to kill. Shoot us down at will. Unity's a must, the only road for us to step away from the unjust. Oh, yeah. The wicked are played for keeps. Better wake out of your sleep.
And again at midday on Sunday to Aidan McManus's second interview with Sandy Lieberson, the legendary producer who did everything from Correct Goldcrest to huge movies in Hollywood through to making those tawdry but brilliant British movies in the early 70s. That'll Be the Day and Stardust. Now, I am talking like this because as we speak, Greg is our intern, our intern studio manager, is getting mics ready for our young people who we're meeting for the second time. In fact, we're meeting Eben for, well, second time in a couple of weeks. Say hello, Eben.
Hi.
Great. And we're meeting Elijah for the first time.
Hello, guys.
Hi,
Yay,
Elijah.
brilliant. Absolutely
And
brilliant.
we're
Two
just saying
strong
hello
voices.
to Amber, who's done an amazing job of rushing back here, getting the stuff ready. Amber,
Hello,
hi.
love. Yeah, it's been a tech week from hell, but we got here.
Yeah,
so
you did. Brilliant efforts.
made it.
All well worth it.
Just
Well and
don't
truly
get
worth
Greg
it.
started on Mercury in retrograde.
Yeah.
Now, Eben,
Good
can we
point.
just talk to you very briefly? And you're going to remind folks, what is the general project? We met Florence and you last week, and Florence had interviewed Maggie. Tell us about the project before we talk about today's interview.
My mum started this project called I Know You, and it's some kids from like the community and yes, for example, Florence and Elijah, and we've been interviewing not exactly old people,
Elders.
but
You can call us
old
elders.
elders,
And we'll call you
about their
youngers.
lives who have come here from somewhere like Trinidad.
Cool.
Most of them have come from Trinidad. Yeah.
From Chile. Well,
Yeah.
there is a strong connection. Now, will you introduce Elijah? Because tell us who Elijah is. Because last week you were here with Florence and she'd met Maggie. Tell us about Elijah. Who's Elijah?
Elijah is a local kid who also has done an interview. I think he interviewed Wilf.
We better ask Elijah, hadn't we? Because you don't seem so sure about him. Elijah, hey man, how are you doing?
Good, good.
Now, tell us about yourself first. Where do you go to school?
Ockbrunel Primary Academy.
Oh, that's just up the road.
Yeah.
And you have interviewed a very famous man around here who many of us elders love. Who did you talk to?
Wilfred.
Wilfred Walker.
Wilfred Walker.
OBE. We'll do it again. Elijah, who did you interview?
Wilfred Walker.
OBE. Now, can you tell the folks who Wilf is?
And Wilfred is a very lucky man from Trinidad and Tobago. And he's one of the first people that hated Trinidad and Tobago that I ever knew. He's like,
Right, we may have to edit that bit out for the sake of the community. But,
Yeah.
yeah, so I've just knocked something over. Is there any chance of throwing some blue roll over, folks? Wilf Walker, he promoted rock and roll artists and reggae artists and put a lot of bands from around here on for the first time, didn't he?
Yeah.
So can you tell us how did you get to meet him?
Um, I, I was doing a little meeting called Featurehood,
Mhm.
and like out of nowhere, Amber just came to me, um, to to tell me that I'm doing the interview today.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Brilliant. We love the random. Brilliant bit of random.
Yeah. And the meeting wasn't going on very well, so because Will couldn't join, so
Mhm.
I went back to the Featurehood meeting, and then and then we started the meeting, and at first I thought he was on the Windrush.
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny you should say that because it is a bit confusing, isn't it? Because people talk about the Windrush generation,
Yeah.
and that doesn't always mean people who actually came on the Windrush. It actually, what we say, accounts for 10 or 15 years. Have you found that a bit confusing about the Windrush?
Yeah. Very confusing.
How's it been? What do you feel you learned from talking to Wilf?
um Sometimes you could be alone, sometimes like you sometimes you can be alone and be bullied a lot, but Wilfred is a special man.
Mhm.
And he came through, and he's a very lucky man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Did you when you were talking to him about his early days, probably when he was a little bit older than you,
Yeah.
could you get a picture of the world he was living in? Could you feel it? Because I mean, you guys, you got phones, you know. We can talk about racism, but it is
Yeah.
better than it was in the 50s. Could you get a feel for the world he was living in those days?
um the picture I got when he told me, like, every evening he would ride his bicycle through the beach, and I just got like a sunset with the beach with him riding on a bicycle, and I thought it was gonna be blue. um and I took a picture on my head of him riding home, with like a small cabin, and him in school, like being alone, and um and lots of stuff around him. So.
Wow. And I mean, that's great, isn't it, for you to kind of reach across the, if you like, all the years, because he's a lot older than you are.
Yeah.
Great. And are you looking forward? Are you going to do more of this? Did you get a taste for it?
Yeah. Like in the future, I really want to join the I Know You program. So.
Yeah. And do you want to? Are you going to be on the radio? Are you going to be on the telly? What are you going to do when you grow up?
At first, I wanted to be a basketballer.
Right. Are you tall enough?
Um,
You're going to have a spurt.
It's like I have so many passions in me. It's like, do you want to be a basketballer, an actor, a footballer? It's like have so much in my head, so I have to like figure it out and push myself through all of my passions.
Good. Well, you've done really brilliantly to do the interview with Wilf, which we're going to play in about 5 minutes' time. Evan, can we have a word with you for a second? Thank you, Elijah. Evan, now What's happening next week on this on this strand of the program?
Next week it's gonna be me,
Oh.
just me, and I interviewed Bubbles.
Oh, Bubbles from the Tab, from the Mangrove. Oh,
Yeah.
local legend. We won't ask you to give us any spoilers because you're going to talk about that next week. But we'd like to thank you both for coming by. We'd like to thank Amber for having the patience because I know we almost had a tech problem.
I was going to
but
say, thank Amber for running home and getting her laptop and sorting it out. So hopefully we'll be able to bring you this wonderful interview with Wilf Walker. It's bro, absolutely bro. I'm really looking forward to it. Super looking forward to it. Well done, Amber. Great efforts on all fronts. You've done us proud 2 weeks in a row now. It's brilliant. Absolutely superb. 3rd week in a row. Coming up next week if you want to hear more from these delicious guys and their fantastic interviews with lovely elders of our community. I love it. I love it. Bring me more.
That is exactly true.
I want justice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want justice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want justice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You've been so blind, you're hidden and you're lying. Not 1 ounce of truth. You never gave up slavery, now inflicting mentally. Cold-blooded murdering the black youths. I want justice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want justice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want justice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want justice. Yeah, yeah. Over 400 years, we work without pay, beaten mercilessly, while others will let atrocities got reparation. Black people got incarceration. I want justice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want justice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Said I want justice now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want justice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We've been surviving, you're hated and your crimes, and you cannot understand it. As if it's not enough to have us living in gloom. Sleepless nights, you're always planning a doom. I want justice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want justice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Said I want justice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want justice. Yeah, yeah. Black people unite for justice. Yeah, yeah. I want justice. Yeah, yeah. Said I want justice now. Yeah, yeah. Need a man justice now.
It is on. See, I can hear myself. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
Turn
can.
your headphones
you can.
on.
Turn your headphones on, Greg. I'm so sorry. Enough editing in this show, one thinks.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I was about to tell the people I thought we'd done a fantastic job. We lost a couple of guests. We lost our VT,
as we used to call it back in the
play
day.
out
Yeah,
after
yeah.
the show.
You know it. Oh, I
But
know it.
we managed to put it all
We
back
did.
together.
We pulled it off, mate. We pulled it off. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We loved it. We loved having you guys aboard. Thank you for joining us once again on this fantastic local radio platform. Although it's local radio, it's a global community.
Yeah,
or is
and
it
just
a global
running-
community and a global radio?
Running
I don't know.
through a few things.
man.
We're slightly disappointed. We had a slightly disappointed Jess pop in a minute ago.
Oh, she
that not
is-
enough people had turned up to her ad hoc caroling.
Yeah, which kind of I
over the
don't
road.
blame them actually.
Right.
Really?
Is that because of COVID or because
Yeah.
of cold?
No, COVID. We're supposed to be
Right.
keeping
No, it
distance
is
and staying
singing is one of
indoors,
the
you know,
okay.
and
well,
not singing exactly.
I'm banging up for caroling as long as other people do it. We've heard tale that Karim,
Oh yeah.
Karim Sams, who bought the old bookies underneath the
Yes.
trellick.
Yeah.
He has been running a Christmas market there.
Oh, how fantastic!
We're going
Love
to see
it.
if he'll sell our T-shirts.
Oh, good.
That is the big news. We've got a drop of Portobello Radio
New T-shirts. Yeah,
So they're now available
baby.
in black and white as ever, and in very limited numbers in yellow/gold,
Yes.
in green, and in pink.
Glorious pinkwage, and they look great. Actually, the pink ones, I love them. I'm going to get myself one.
Yeah,
I
I've
think.
got you one.
You
Actually,
know,
Greg.
have yours? Marvelous. I'm getting looked after. Brilliant.
And
Absolutely
of course, the creator of the T-shirt, Sophie Lodge,
Oh, yeah.
and her gorgeous boyfriend Matt. We
Matteo,
are sending
man.
them a Christmas gift
Brilliant.
of a pink and a green.
Love it.
Fun
Love
enough,
it.
I'm sending a pink one to Matt and a green one to Sophie. I thought I'd
Mix it
mix
up a little
up
bit.
with the gender stereotypes.
Love
Let's
it.
not go down
Love
the
it.
obvious road.
Yeah, no, of course, absolutely.
Anything?
Absolutely.
Yes, and of course, Panto. Panto is going online. It's on YouTube on the 22nd. I was out shooting Tom Hollander, the famous local actor, yesterday for his part in the online Panto.
Wonderful.
It's Panto's Got Talent. The money they've already made the grand they need to actually put the show on, and to be honest, putting on a 5-camera shoot for $1,000.
It's a bit of a
not-
whoa,
is
don't
not
tell Channel
bad.
5, mate. Oh no.
No, they'll cut everyone's budget.
Exactly.
But we have
Brilliant.
Tom Pomfrey, the son,
bro.
Tom Pomfrey, son of the legendary and late Roger Pomfrey, who's just shot a movie on iPhones.
Is he the bloke who does Mama Loves Garage or something?
Yep.
You know, Grandma Loves.
In the old
Loves
days when he
Nosebleed.
used to be able to have
Yeah.
nightclubs, he did that.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, and he
Brilliant.
just shot Kevin Allen, that's Lily's
Dad.
uncle, Keith's
uncle, yeah,
brother,
sorry, Kevin, yeah.
movie on iPhones down there in Wales.
Amazing.
He is shooting it. The young women are doing an amazing job. So go to Portobello Panto on Facebook, or go to Ko-fi, the Just Giving site that doesn't charge any money.
Okay, cool. Nice.
And we are looking to get another $7,000,
Yeah.
$3,500 for Glue, the children's charity at the Tabernacle, $3,500 for Shepherd's Bush Families Project.
Amazing.
Charity down there on the Shepherd's Bush Roundabout, who
Gorgeous.
work with homeless and poorly housed kids.
So not
That-
only are you getting entertained with this YouTube, you're also giving
Yeah.
back to the community.
And
I love
also,
it.
you know
I love
what?
it.
You don't have to pay to watch it.
Right. Okay.
You don't have to
All right.
pay.
It's a
because that was
donation
just-
thing.
Yeah.
Bro, absolutely, bro. Well, do donate if you do watch it, because it's going to be a blindingly good production, well and truly worth it, and indeed your monies are going to go to some really spectacularly good causes.
Yeah. And I'm off the minute we finish. I'm off down to the Maxilla
Oh, yeah.
to go to the bingo
Okay.
with Dickie Crane,
Amazing.
old friend of ours.
Amazing. Yeah, man. Dingo Bicky, we call him nowadays.
He says there are no walk ups, but I'm sure if you happen to walk up, you
Walk
can
up.
get in. And Rima Sams, Kareem's sister, will
Oh,
be
yeah.
doing the food. There's a £5 bowl
Ooh,
of
beautiful.
veggie food,
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
cash bar, pub prices.
Love it. Love
Actually,
it.
pub prices as in old day pub prices
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
Cow, Earl of Lonsdale,
All those
Finches.
rinsing prices. Anyway, yes, man, get yourself involved if you are in the area. Otherwise, have yourself a spectacular weekend. Enjoy yourselves and enjoy the dulcet tones of portobelloradio.com on your ones and twos.
Now, is it possible, Gregsy, that we are now ready to play Elijah's interview with Wilf Walker?
Wilf Walker OBE.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Play a sting then. We say goodbye to everybody for the time being and see you lot live tomorrow. And
Thank you
indeed-
for listening. And
absolutely.
this, if you want to tell your friends, this show's on again at midday tomorrow, 10 a.m. on Sunday morning.
From Lapro Grove to Mexico City, Havana, Bogotá, Caracas, Miami, Rio, República Dominicana, Puerto Rico, Panamá, Nueva York.
The official state broadcaster of the People's Republic of North Kensington, where the truth comes first. The future is yet to be written.
Hi, my name is Wilf Walker. I've lived in Notting Hill for the last 60 years. I hope you enjoy this interview. My mum and dad were already in England